So we wanted to talk about the Martian logic, the branding that we went through in the last sort of, you can probably say 3 months now. It's been an incredible project. Everybody was involved, the developers, marketing, everybody, all teams were involved and had a few issues and annoyances in terms of that transition that we went through. I wanted to talk about why we did that and what it meant for us right now that we're past it. So what you can see there, Martian logic behind me versus the previous name that we had or brand, which is MyRecruitment Plus. So Ryan, what's your understanding about why we made that transition from MyRecruitment Plus to Martian logic?
Yeah, for sure. I think the old name MyRecruitment Plus really betrayed everything that the product now offers. It certainly moved a long way from just being an ATS with onboarding attached to it. So the journey that the organisation and the product are on, I think it needed a refresh in terms of the name. And Martian logic is, you know, it's certainly a lot more powerful in terms of what the platform can do. And certainly Martian, a planet in our solar system, out of this world, much like our product, out of this world.
Jeannine, what does it mean for you now? And what did it mean, you know, from your own, from a sales team point of view, why that change was really important, and what did it mean now that it's changed?
A lot of prospects always thought we were a recruitment agency. So just by saying we're MyRecruitment Plus, no, we're not. We don't need an agency. And now with the prospects as well, you know, we also had the element of when you are doing the pitch and you're trying to explain everything you do, and they're like, but that's not just recruitment. So by changing the name to Martian Logic, it's really opened it up. It's helped us to evolve our pitch as well now when we're working on those prospects, and really painting a better picture of who we are and what we do.
Okay, Lewis, what's your understanding, and it's a conversation whether you know the full story or not. We will all together contribute to completing the story. What's your understanding the brand, the new brand that we have with the logo? Maybe we'll talk about the logo first. Do you know what's behind that logo, the inspirations, or what the story the logo is trying to tell?
I don't think I was in marketing, so I'm not too sure.
Do you want to talk to the branding manager? Can you ask the branding manager?
The branding manager might do me a favour and tell me what the colours meant.
Okay, so the branding manager is Eddie, and he's actually sitting just right over here, but he doesn't like cameras. But I know the story, so we don't need to get him to tell the story. I can tell the story that he told us. So what's behind the logo? As you can see there, this is the logo here. The 3 dots there, as well as, you know, the 3 sort of vertical things here. This is more of a person in a sense, but you've got 3 people there, and that would be the employee, the HR person, and the managers. So the HR team, and then you've got the employees and the managers that they are trying to match, in a sense that you're trying to service the managers by finding the right perfect person to work in those teams, and that represents the 3, I guess, stakeholders. The person kind of thing here, Eddie, what's the deal with that?
Kind of looks like an org chart as well.
Yes.
And it is an M, so...
Right! Forgot 2 very important elements about that, or aspects of that. So that's an M for Martian Logic, but also it's like the org chart, which is really at the center of our platform now, the org chart. And knowing that, Eddie wanted to bring that into the logo as well. So it looks like a bit of a hierarchy going on and stuff like that, which is the org chart. Very, very interesting. Okay, so thanks, Lewis. That was very informative. Appreciate it. Awesome. So the next question is for Ryan then. The Martian Logic, the name, where did that come from?
Oh gosh. Lewis.
Not part of honest.
Okay, Jeannine then.
People come from Mars and we're all a bit sort of Martian-like. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, it's something that we all know before we even worry about that aspect of the thing from the name point of view. That's always been the name of the company.
Yeah.
So really it wasn't a new thing. We probably, in an innocent / stupid way, we never adopted it thinking, oh, the name should reflect what the product does. And hence we adopted initially as a brand, AdLogic, followed by MyRecruitment Plus. They had been really directly related to a product. That's in an innocent way, we thought that's the way to go, not realizing that, that's limiting you in terms of what that product does. As you continue to evolve as a product, it becomes redundant, and we went through the process of changing 2 times. And then we realized we can't keep doing that. We wanted to find a name that's not associated with a particular offering to remain generic and continue to grow as a product without worrying about what the brand is. And Eddie was a big believer when I put it to Eddie that maybe Martian Logic is the way to go. He thought about it and he started to become the biggest advocate for the Martian Logic as opposed to other names that were proposed. He can see that it's creative enough, and you can really make it whatever you want to make it, and in a sense flexible enough to reflect no matter what our vision is. Yeah. And that's how it all came together. But I really believe what Eddie did with the logo to complement the name is something special. So the 2 together is really something special. Not just, when I say special, from my own understanding of the marketing world, or the branding world, or whatever. What I mean by special is creative, powerful, so limitless in terms of the use of your imagination about what this could be and imply and stuff, but at the same time so relevant. I mean, what just he reminded us about, this is an M and the 3 stakeholders and all that. I mean, this is crazy to see a name so broad in terms of what it could mean from the imagination point of view, and yet zooming it into what we do in many ways. It really is, that is something special.
So I think it creates curiosity because it's not very specific, so you kind of want to delve deeper into what it means.
That's it.
So yeah.
So I want to drink to all of us, every person that was involved in this project, which is the entire company, but we have to acknowledge Eddie at most here. Thank you, mate.
Well done,
amazing job. Really superb.
No
Cheers.
worries.
It's really good. Yeah, to your point, man. That's it. When